Welcome to Donna's Place. Today's topic is domestic violence, murder, suicide. A brief live stream. And to whoever is watching the replay, excuse me for that one. Whoever's watching replay, please read the description box because I'll have the timestamps to help you navigate through the live stream. But today we're going to be getting into murder-suicide. What is murder-suicide? I'm focusing on this month because this is domestic violence month, so I'm going to do some videos on it. And murder-suicide is basically when it's a couple, they break up and one feels they can't live without the other person, and they decide, I'm going to kill that person and then kill myself too. So I'm going to also break down like 3 different stories of murder-suicide and some that was dealing with this coronavirus, with the pandemic, everybody locked down. Oh gosh, murder-suicide has went up big time. So wait a few seconds and I'm going to start. And hey, Lisa, my dear. She's in the house in 4. Hey. Hey, Jackie. Hugs and kisses to everybody. And can everybody hear me clearly? I hope y'all can. Jackie, I'm glad to have you over here, girl. Can everybody hear me clearly? I hope y'all can. Let me know, give a little feedback. That's good. All right, I'm going to wait a second or two. Like I said, I'm going to break down 3 different stories of murder-suicide. It's a terrible thing. Oh my gosh. You just don't know sometimes who you're sleeping with. All right, that's good. So everybody hear me well. Okay, so before I'm going to start I'm going to break down some warning signs. Oh, let me adjust this music. I'm going to, some warning signs to look out for, the signs that you could be in a domestic violence relationship. Look out for these signs. One is when your partner is being verbally and emotionally hurtful to you. 2 is threatening you. 3 is having episodes of explosive anger, rages, harming animals. If you're in a relationship like that, that's a sign that you could be in an abusive relationship, because no one's supposed to have to deal with that. You know, one thing about with love and being in a relationship is it's not supposed to hurt. It's not supposed to hurt at all. You know, when people love you, they respect you. And when someone puts their hands on you and they hurt you physically, mentally, or financially, that's not love. That's abuse. But sometimes some women, and even men, because men do get, physically abused too, emotionally and financially, and they think it's love, but it's not love. It's abuse, and it's wrong. And when you see these signs, you have to try to get out as quick as possible. But I know sometimes it's hard for some people just to get out. It's easy, especially when you have children that's involved. Where are you going to go? Where are you going to go with the children? If you don't have any money, or your money might be wrapped around your husband or your lover or whoever it is, the person that you with. So they the breadwinner. So you're like, what are you going to do? Who are you going to go to? But there are shelters you can go to. There's a number. I'm going to also state this number. It's National Domestic Violence Hotline. Is 1-800-799-7233. I'll put that inside the description box and into my comment section. So you can call them up and they can help you. Even though we're going through this with the pandemic and stuff, they still there because they know that a lot of women are stuck. They don't have nowhere to go to. What they're going to do. You have to try to get out, because eventually it might lead to death. Because usually how abusive relationship does end is either 3 ways. Either you die, or that person dies, or they kind of find another victim. And it's really sad that it reaches that. Or what I'm trying to say, it's not another victim, pardon me. That's something else. Scratch that. 3 ways. 1, either you die, that person dies, or someone goes to jail. Now, sometimes some women do end up going to jail for domestic violence because she killed them out of self-defense, or she just snapped. She was tired of being abused all the time, so she grabbed the kitchen knife and she stabbed them. But the courts look at it like, no, 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 no. You stabbed him. No, that's murder. That's murder. That's murder. So she ended up spending years in jail. You know how many women that's in jail right now for years for murder? And it was basically self-defense. You know. And if you are in this situation, whoever's watching the replay, if you are in this situation or who's currently listening right now, keep a journal. You know, get an order of protection. Keep a journal of everything that they do. Times and date and stuff, because that helps. If you have like a family member, a sister or a brother, that you can have them keep the information so they can keep a record of it. Keep pictures of when they abuse you. You got marks on your bodies. You have a black eye. They bust your teeth out. Keep pictures. Keep a record of it, because all of that helps when you go to court. All of that. And also I'm going to put down, all right, I'm going to say something else. Tips that you can take to keep yourself safe and others safe. 1. Find a place that you can retreat to safely. Avoid the bathroom or the kitchen. 2. Enlist support from a trusted friend or family member you can call on. 3. If necessary, use a code word or a phrase to indicate that you need help. And that's very important with the code words. You know, you might be talking to a family member and it might be a situation, he might got a gun to your head. So you should have some sort of code word so your family member know he's tripping right now. He's losing it. So that family member knows, okay, I'm going to call the cops. So nothing is said because the person's right there next to you with a knife to your neck, or it's right next to you with a gun to your head. So these code words is very important. If you have a family member or a friend that's trusted, make that code word. Okay. Memorize phone numbers. Phone numbers is very important. Nowadays, everybody has the cell phones. Half these people, I don't even know their numbers. I just go their names and click it and speed dial. But when you're in a situation like this of domestic violence, you gotta remember these numbers. Or if you can't remember, try to put them on a little piece of paper and hide them under your mattress. Somewhere in the flour. Somewhere that you know that he won't be able to find it. Because his ass is such an idiot. He's so stupid. He can't figure it. So just hide it. All right. And make sure stuff like this is easy access, that you can get to it when something goes down. When he's going through his episode that he's about to beat the crap out of you, that you're able to get to those numbers. Okay. All right. Try to save up some cash. Hide your cash. I mean, try your best. I know it's hard in some situations. You can't really save your cash because sometimes you might have some crazy deranged husband or lover, and he knows when you get paid and he just snatches the checks right out your hands. You might have yourself a slight problem, but try to find some way to save money. Even if it's a couple of dollars a week, whatever it is, just save it up, because every little bit counts. Every bit counts. All right. Identification, your social security card, your driver's license. Make sure you have that on hand in case you have to run, you have to get out. Your birth certificate, marriage certificate, stuff like this is important papers. Credit cards, safe deposit box keys, bank information, your health insurance information, any documentation, photos, medical, or police reports related to the previous episodes of abuse. All of this stuff, try to keep it somewhere, have copies of it, have 4 or 5 copies. Even have some copies with your friends that they can even keep a set of copies just in case he finds them, he destroys them, burns them, or whatever the deal is. You can have those set of copies with someone else, with your family members or with a friend, or maybe somebody you can trust at your job. You know, see who you can trust. All right, so I'm going to get into a couple of the different stories of situations of murder-suicide. One of them is not quite a murder-suicide, but it is a murder, domestic violence. So thank you for everybody popping in. Throw out the purple hearts. I don't see a single purple heart. And Jack Gully in the house. I don't see my purple hearts. Where's my purple hearts? I'm getting ready to get into the first one. Okay. Thank you. Got my purple heart. The first one I'm going to read, hold a second, this first couple that I'm going to get into is, okay, wait a minute, second here, okay, alright, can everybody hear me clearly? Hopefully can. Do I need to turn down the music or anything? Like I said, whoever's watching replay, please. Thank you, my purple heart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Anybody's watching replay, please read the description because I'll have the timestamp so it can help you navigate to it. All right. Okay, the first one I'm getting ready to read off is man fears his long. All right, I just want to know if everybody can hear me clear. All right, man fears his longtime girlfriend had COVID-19, which she didn't. They died in a murder-suicide, police says. Patrick Jesernik feared that he and his girlfriend had caught the coronavirus when she began showing symptoms, including shortness of breath, that drove her to be tested last week. Family members later told investigators in Will County, Illinois. Before the results of the coronavirus test came back, police found Patrick, 54, and what's her name? Her name was Cheryl, Cheryl, 59, lying in a separate room, dead in what they called an apparent murder-suicide. A revolver with 2 spent casings and 3 live bullets laid near Patrick's body, police said. They lived in Lockport Township, Illinois, a suburban about 35 miles southwest of Chicago. Patrick's parents did not hear from the couple for a few days. Where am I at? Okay. Patrick's parents had not heard from the couple for a few days when an acquaintance called the police to ask for a welfare check. The Wills County Sheriff Office said in a statement, when the deputies knocked on the door of the couple's house, no one answered. The doors and the windows had been locked from the inside. The house was orderly and neat, with no signs of a struggle, the sheriff officer said. Family members met deputy at the home and told him about Patrick's coronavirus fear and Cheryl's symptoms. They told the police the results of Cheryl's recent coronavirus test had not come back yet, the sheriff officer said. On Friday, the Wills County Coroner Office determined Cheryl died in a homicide from a shot in the back of her head at close range. God, dog. The sheriff office said, Patrick died in a suicide from a self-inflicted gunshot wound, according to the autopsy. Neither tested positive for coronavirus. See, neither one of them had it. The man was nuts. He's nuts. That's the man right here in the picture. That's him and that's her. Okay? And this happened in April. Jeez, okay, let me go back. Wills County, where am I at? Okay, sorry. Wills County, which indicates Lockport Township and the surrounding town of Juliet, had experienced a sharp increase in coronavirus cases and the death in the past week. Over the weekend, the number of deaths nearly doubled from 13 on Saturday to 22 by Monday afternoon. The virus has infected a police officer and a sheriff deputy and the nurses who worked in the county jail. Patch reports the county had 703 total cases on Monday afternoon. Okay. The Wills County Sheriff Officer said that the pandemic has increased calls of domestic violence and mental health crisis. During the current pandemic, the vast majority of the service calls that deputies have been responding to involves domestic disputes and crisis intervention calls. So sad. The sheriff's office said in a statement Saturday, I'm almost done. The sheriff's office said that the courthouse remains open for the people seeking protective orders. That's what I'm saying. Get an order protection. It is so important. Get order protection. Just do it. Seeking order protection asks victims of abuse to contact the agency's social workers who specialize in domestic violence or call the local domestic violence hotline. That's the first couple. I'm going to get into another one. Okay, and I'm going to also play a little audio. Let me just read this. I got my purple hearts. Thank you. Who I'm originally from Wills County. Oh, you are from Wills County? Whoa, so did you hear about this story? Know if that town many are small to villages. Oh, so Jackie, you know about, okay. So did you hear about this one? Patrick Jesernik. I don't know if I'm saying his name right, but his name is the slime ball's name, and her name is what is her name now? That's her name. Oh, okay. So you've been on an area. Oh, okay, misunderstood. Okay. All right, we're going to get into number 2. Now this is another sleazeball. We got another trifling ass. Excuse my language, but I'm gonna have to curse for this because I don't like these people. I don't like them. I don't like them. All right. Oh, let me just change this music. All right, just a second. I'm gonna go to the next couple. Let me find it. Give me a second, everybody. All right, this is couple number 2. All right. Now this little trifling ass one right here, he used the coronavirus quarantine to hide him killing his wife. Can you believe it? Yeah. Okay. Florida man used coronavirus quarantine rules to cover up his wife's murder, police said. Okay, a Florida man is under arrest for allegedly killing his wife. When did this happen? This is up in April, too. Okay. Allegedly killing his wife and attempting to cover up the crime by using her cell phone to send text messages that appeared to come from her, telling family and friends that she was in a quarantine after contacting coronavirus, police said. At least 4 family members, friends, and neighbors of the Gretchen Anthony received a text message from her around March 23rd, saying that after being diagnosed with the coronavirus, she was transported from the hospital into the custody of the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, for further observation, according to the Jupiter Police Department report. The Jupiter Medical Center told police and family members that Gretchen Anthony had not been a patient there since 2008, but that her car was parked in their lot with her purse in the front seat, according to the police report. The hospital also said that it was not their protocol for coronavirus patients to go to get transferred to CDC approved task force, according to the police report. Sleazeball, trifling ass. Oh, excuse me. Sorry for the cursing. All right, let's go. I'm almost done. Family members called Jupiter Police on March 25th and reported the 51-year-old missing, expressing concern that her estranged husband, David Anthony, the trifling one, may have had something to do with her disappearance, according to the police. The couple mutually filed for divorce February 28th, according to... The couple mutually filed for divorce on February 28th, according to the online records. David Anthony is accused of killing his wife, Gretchen Anthony, March 21st, 2020, in Palm Beach, Florida. Dave Anthony is accused of killing his wife, Gretchen Anthony, 21st to 20th on Palm Beach, Florida, police said. They lived separately, but family members told police that Dave Anthony had issues and was afraid that he may have done something to Gretchen Anthony based on prior knowledge of behavior, the police reported said. A week before Gretchen Anthony went missing, David Anthony was allegedly seen by police approaching a 15-year-old girl while sweating profusely before altering his license plate with black electrical tape, according to the Riviera Beach Police Department report. When officers approached him about the license plate manipulation, he apparently blamed it on a 12-year-old daughter and disobeyed orders to not go into his car. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Okay. Another police officer attempted to arrest David Anthony. He allegedly slammed the car door on the officer's arm. According to the March 15 police report, he was arrested and resisting an officer with violence and released on $3,000 bond. Okay, I'm going to play a little audio so you can hear a little bit more about it. So this one took place in Florida. He basically used the coronavirus quarantine, saying that his wife, she had it, she was supposed to get special treatment. He just basically bold-faced lied. He killed his wife. But the sad part is they never found her. I can't find any records of her being found. Okay, give me a second here. Okay, let me turn this down. Now let me know if everybody can hear it clear.
We start this half hour with the husband accused of killing his...
Can everybody hear that? Jack, let me know. Can you hear that? Let me know if you can hear
his
it.
wife allegedly concocting a coronavirus story to try to throw cops.
Okay, good. I'm going to start all over, everybody. Okay. You can hear the story about this crazy couple. This deranged guy.
Half hour with the husband accused of killing his wife, allegedly concocting a coronavirus story to try to throw cops off his trail. One of the women's friends talking to ABC, and Ariel Reshef joins us with more. Good morning to you, Ariel.
Hey, good morning to you, Eva. Gretchen Anthony is still missing in the midst of a pandemic. Her friends and family say they've received strange messages from her cell phone saying she's come down with COVID-19, but no hospital has any record of her as a patient, according to police, and her estranged husband is now charged with murder.
This morning, the mystery deepening in the disappearance of this Florida mother.
She was a wonderful person that didn't deserve any of this.
51-year-old Gretchen Anthony was last seen at her Jupiter home in mid-March. In this affidavit, detectives say a neighbor reported a blood-curdling scream, a woman yelling, "No, no, it hurts," around 6 a.m. the morning she vanished. The document says around that same time, you can also hear Gretchen screaming in surveillance video from her porch, a male subject seen carrying an unknown object.
She didn't come to work, which was very unlike her. She didn't call or text or anything.
Gretchen's estranged husband, David Anthony, leaving the state, arrested in New Mexico days later, extradited to Florida Thursday, charged with murder and kidnapping. Co-workers say after Gretchen went missing, they received a suspicious email from her saying she had come down with an acute case of COVID-19.
The language in the email was it was alarming.
Police say multiple witnesses also received text messages from Gretchen's phone claiming she had been admitted to a clinic with coronavirus. But those who know her say it just didn't add up.
At this point, everyone's saying, well, this is really strange, So they called the police. Things didn't look right.
In the affidavit, police say they found Gretchen's car in the parking lot of a local hospital, but the hospital never had a record of her as a patient. The document also saying surveillance video showed a taller white male with dark hair dropping off that car. Police say blood was found in the garage of Gretchen's home, and surveillance video showed a water jug with a blood-like substance on it. The report saying that same male subject looks directly into a garage camera, grabs it with a gloved hand, and pulls it down. The report says a witness identified the male in the video as David.
I just really hope that anybody that has any information will come forward, because I feel like there's got to be somebody that saw something.
And the couple filed for divorce earlier this year. At last check, David is being held without bail. His attorney could not be reached for comment. Whit.
Certainly an alarming case. Ariel Reshef for us. Thank you so much.
Okay, that was trifling dude number 2. Okay, we're going to get into another trifling dude number 3. So everybody heard that clearly? Let me throw some purple hearts. Let me know. Welcome, Chef Disaster. And yeah, Lisa, my dear, it is scary. And as we speak it right now, some woman is getting beat up, being abused, and hit on and scared for her life. Or she's sitting in her house scared that he's going to come home and he's going to start hitting on her. All right. All right, the next one I'm going to get into. Okay. Excuse me. Let me find it. I got to get my notes. All right, the next one is... Give me a second while I find it. All right, this is trifling dude number 3. House of Bling, welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here. And throw out some purple hearts and hit the like button. And today we're talking about murder-suicide. This is Domestic Violence Month, so I'm focusing on domestic violence. I'm going to get into trifling dude number 3. Oh boy, he's trifling. Okay, I'm going to read the article and then I'm going to play a little bit of audio for you. Everybody come on in, feel welcome, and let's get it. This lady right here I'm discussing, and this is the trifling man that killed her, murder-suicide. He didn't just kill her. He killed her and killed their daughter. Trifling, trifling, trifling. All right. Mom found dead with toddler daughter in house fire was a victim of a murder-suicide. Husband told her that he was planning to kill her in her sleep. Okay, this is going back into, I believe, in January. Yeah, in January. The mother, her 2-year-old daughter, and girl's father were all killed in apparent murder-suicide. A family member of the murder of Ohio mother was the victim, had been threatened and abused by her husband for years. Authorities believe that on Wednesday, the 33-year-old Nazer, I think her name is Nazer, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, Nazer and her 2-year-old daughter, Sienna Morris, were murdered by a 42-year-old Gary Morris, who was the child's father, and her husband, according to the Columbus Dispatch. Firefighters discovered the family's body after their home exploded and erupted in flames. While police said that there has been no previous calls for service at the residence before the killing, Distin's cousin, that's the deceased lady. Yeah, that's her last name. Okay, the lady, Nerissa, I believe her name, Nerissa, her cousin, 35 years old, Kara, told the reporters that Nerissa was in fear of Gary. Okay, where am I at next? All right, he deliberately told her a couple of months back that he was thinking of how to kill her in her sleep, then kill himself. Trifling, and more trifling. Okay. All right, recalls a text message that she received from Nazer earlier one morning in December. She said, Kara, Gary tried to stab me in front of our daughter, told the television station. She said it's like every time he puts his hands on the knife, it is like God is holding his hand. I told her not to go back. She said that she was finished. That is the last straw. After that incident, Nazer told Gary that she started therapy. Told her cousin that he had started therapy and that the last session had been just prior to Christmas. Nazer was also going to go to the therapy sessions too. She always said he would kill the baby just the same because he didn't want to leave her. Sick, trifling. All right. He would say that the baby is, excuse me, he would say the baby is his life. He was thinking like to leave her, the baby, without her mom and him. It doesn't make sense. I don't know, or he doesn't want anyone else to raise her. Why kill the baby? It's just no. This is so unhumane. This man is trifling. Alright, believes the tragedy comes to a wake-up call for others people who are victims of domestic violence that they must seek help. Once you are in a relationship and it starts to get abusive, you should leave. Authorities have not yet released the way Nerissa and her daughter died, and the cause of explosion and the fire is still under investigation. It's like the whole part of me is gone. This is what the cousin told the reporters. Trifling. Hey, long time. I ain't see you in a long time, Mr. Wise. Whoa, okay. Hey, welcome. Everybody's coming on in. I'm going to play a little audio about this other trifling person right here. This is trifling man number 3. Alright, give me a second. I'll get to people's comments. Let me find this trifling man here. Give me just a second.
She told me every day that he is gonna kill her and kill himself.
The loved ones of a murdered mom just can't wrap their heads around it. Police say Nerissa Distin and her 2-year-old daughter were murdered and the girl's father killed himself. Firefighters found their bodies after an explosion and fire at their southeast.
Okay, I'm starting over again.
She told me every day that he is gonna kill her and kill himself.
The loved ones of a murdered mom
audio
just can't wrap their heads
this
around
trifling
it.
one
Police
here.
say Nerissa Distin and her 2-year-old daughter were murdered and the girl's father killed himself. Firefighters found their bodies after an explosion and fire at their southeast Columbus house. Tonight, chilling new information from family about the couple's relationship.
Luann Stoya, live at police headquarters with what Distin revealed just before Christmas. Luann?
Well, I checked with Columbus police, and they said that there were no calls to the couple's home prior to the fire this week. I can tell you Nerissa's cousin said that she had been dealing with threats and with abuse for years.
I just went blank. I was numb.
Kara White talks with us from New York on FaceTime after she found out her best friend was murdered here.
It's like a whole part of me is gone.
Kara says she nicknamed Nerissa Den. They were like 2 peas in a pod. Nerissa shared everything with her, including her fear.
He deliberately told her a couple months back that he was thinking of how to kill her in her sleep, then kill himself.
As arson investigators try to piece together what started the explosion and fire here on New Year's Day, White says Nerissa texted her last month that she escaped to a hotel before Christmas.
I saw where she said Cara Gary tried to stab me up in front of Serina.
2-year-old Serina Morris was also a homicide victim, according to police.
Why kill the baby? You know, it's just so inhumane.
Police say Morris's actions resulted in his own death. Right now, investigators are not releasing how the mother and child were killed.
She always said he would kill the baby just the same because he didn't want to leave her. And the baby is like, he would say the baby is his life.
Morris's 14-year-old son and Nerissa's 15-year-old son were not at home at the time of the fire.
She's her son life. She's both mom and dad for him. So I can just imagine what he's going through right now.
We're told Morris held down 2 jobs, and White says Nerissa hoped he would change for the sake of their family.
He started going to therapy, and I think the last one was before Christmas.
White tells us she hopes other domestic violence victims will find strength in this tragedy.
Once you're in a relationship and it started to get abusive, you should leave.
White says Nerissa tried for years to make the relationship work, and in the end, the kind, compassionate woman lost her very life.
When she told me he tried to stab her, she said it's like every time he bring down his hand with a knife, it's like God is holding his hand.
And tonight we understand Nerissa's mother, the children's grandmother, is on her way from Jamaica here to Ohio. So far, funeral arrangements are pending. For now, we're live at CPD head.
Okay, did everybody hear that trifling one? Trifling dude number 3. Everybody was able to hear trifling dude number 3? Alright, let me go back to the comments. House of Bling gave me my purple hearts, thank you. And Mr. Wise in the house. Yes, it is so sad, Lisa, my dear. It is sad. You know, this woman is beautiful. And I bet you he was jealous of her success. Like, he's sitting here trying to hold 2 jobs. He's not capable of getting one good job and get paid. Probably a little sleazeball. So he probably sitting right here using her check to take care of him. And take care of him. And when she decided, she realized she needed herself a real man who's a good provider and protector. And then he decided he wanted to go and flip out and kill her and kill the kid. Trash. The trifling ass. Excuse me. Alright. Okay, makes you not want to date. You just gotta know the signs. I never say give up on dating. Just watch those signs in the beginning, because the signs are there, but sometimes we just don't see it. I agree with you, Mr. Wise. He's a sick. Yes, it is terrible, Bling. And, okay. 3 nickels. That's what Jack said. I don't know what that means. Insane in the member. Yeah, he definitely is insane. Okay, and House Bling said, coward going to kill himself afterwards. Why not them and be in jail? Trifling. Yeah, he is trifling. And you see how selfish he was, Bling? Like, well, you know, if I kill myself and kill her, you know, it's not fair the child be by herself raised. That's just so selfish. Did you see the picture? The picture, the cute little girl. I mean, she cute as she could be. How could you not love and adore this little girl? How could you want to do that? You know, this is sad. Look at it with her father. Madman. He was probably sitting in this picture right here. You look at probably sitting here plotting on 101 ways how I'm going to kill them all. And he sat there on fire. And when I was reading with the article too, nobody knows exactly how did they die. So I hope they wasn't alive and burned to death. I pray to God not. That's just a horrible way to go, to be burnt to death. I hope to God not. Alright, what was her name again? Okay. I'm not too sure if I'm pronouncing Distin. Distin, and the daughter Serina Morris, and this was in Columbus, Ohio. Yeah, Columbus, Ohio, and this happened like in early this year. All right, so innocent, so sweet. Exactly. You know, first of all, kids don't ask to be born, and I think if she could have picked father, she wouldn't want his little trifling ass to be the father. You know what I mean? Nobody asked to be born. And he's just trifling. Look at the picture. Look at this picture. Look at this picture of him with her in the graduation. They's probably together. And he's probably jealous because she graduated. She went to school. She got herself an education because she wanted to make some money and to provide for their daughter, because he wasn't a provider. He couldn't do nothing, little punk ass. And that's why he killed her. This girl is gorgeous. Look at this little girl. Look at this little girl. The woman is gorgeous. Look at him. Sick. You know, I wish he would have survived so his ass could have suffered in jail. Little punk. He couldn't handle jail, right? Because he couldn't handle it, because he was going bing, 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 bing into all kind of stuff. I don't want to say it, but we know what's going to happen in jail. You know, domestic violence is serious. Today I'm focusing on, everybody who's coming in here late, please watch the replay. Please catch what I missed and everything. But read the description so you can see, you know, the timestamps of everything. But basically I'm just focusing on domestic violence this month. And also I'm focused on today is, yeah, I'm going to let this one show. Okay, I'm just focused on murder-suicide. You know, when you're involved with someone and they says, oh, they can't live without you, and then they kill you, and then they kill themselves. Are you kidding me? You know, people's just sick. You know, it was one article I was reading, but I can't seem to find it. I don't know why I can't find it. But one guy, they was in a relationship, and all of a sudden they sitting on the porch. He just said, "Oh, I think he said God made me do this." And then he turned around and shot her, but she ended up surviving, and he shot himself. But after a while, she eventually died. You know. So if you see the signs you're in this relationship, or if you know somebody who's in a relationship, see the signs, you got to get out. Try your best to get out. I know it's not easy, you know, especially if you living with the person, you got kids with the person, and they the ones, you know, controlling all the money. Because it's sometimes in these, you know, domestic violence relationships. Oh, I'm trying to find my notes here, y'all. Excuse me just a second. Yeah, sometimes in domestic violence relationship, like I said, the man will take control of all her money. So he'd be like, oh, I know you got paid today. Where's your check at? So he takes all her money. Oh, that happening. Yes, Lisa, my dear. Yes. I'll send you the link. Yeah. So, you know, if you see the warning signs, if the person that you're involved with is very verbally and emotionally hurtful to you, that's red flag. Red flag. Threatening you. That's a big red flag. All right? If they tell you they're going to kill you, listen to them. They're going to kill you. Okay? They're going to kill you. It is what it is. And like I said, the only way it's going to end is either you go to jail. Either you die, he die, or somebody goes to jail. That's how it ends. And then half of these women, like I said, they in jail for years, and they just did it because they got fed up and they snapped. It was self-defense. But then them going to jail, the judge is like, no, you shot him. That's it. You're going to jail. And it's like, but what? He was abusing me for years. He was whooping my ass every day for years. Black eyes and everything. He took me away from my family and friends. He controlled my finances. He controlled everything about me. And now I'm in jail for the rest of my life. She was already living life in jail, being with him. Now she's in the jailhouse. Isn't that something? That's just sad. And it's wrong. You know, let's say get an order of protection. Keep notes. Keep a record. Keep a journal of everything. You know, if he's having explosive episodes, he's getting loud, he's raising his voice, he's looking at you, all me, just snapping all out the blue. Watch out, because they start off snapping, but the next thing you know, he's gonna knock your ass out. Excuse my language, but he's going to. That it is what it is. It starts off with the verbal. They test you. Usually guys who like to hit on women, they'll test you. They'll do a little thing like, they'll just look at you. Give you that look to see if you get shooken up or how you're going to take it. Next thing you know, they might try to grab you. Or like shake you and see your response, and you'll just let that go. Say, oh, well, he was just a little upset. He didn't mean it. Then he'll turn around and apologize. He might end up giving you, say, oh, we're going to go away for the weekend as apology. Give you some fancy gift, buy you some jewelry, some flowers. Look, I've been through this shit, okay? I've been through it myself, personally, whatever. These people is crazy. It's all bullshit. It's straight up bullshit. It's straight up. They're dangerous. It's crazy. Try to get out. And if you see the red flags in the beginning, God dog it when you're dating. That's the problem with so many people. When you're dating, I've been there, so I'm not saying I'm perfect, except when you're dating. Dating it's like an interview. You get to know the person. Watch their body language. Watch how they act. See how they interact with their children. How they interact with their family members. You know, how they interact out in public. The signs is there. You have to listen. You have to look and stop dating and being so thirsty. So many people are so thirsty when they dating. You know, men, they just like, oh, they see a girl with a big butt and a smile. And they like, woo, Lord, I ain't never had nothing like this. And she start freaking him in the bed, start doing some stuff that he ain't never experienced before. And next thing you know, she want to knock him up beside his head. So she's abusing mentally, physically, and financially. Yes, men do get abused too. Yes, it does happen. All right, I'm trying to find this one story about this man who's being abused by this woman. Oh, it was really sad. But I'm gonna find that story because I'm gonna do a day just for men, because men do get abused. But let's go back. And so when you see the signs, gotta go. Don't let it go. They try to control you. Always want to know where you at. Texting you. They text you. You don't respond immediately. What are you doing? What do you mean? What am I doing? I got a life. Who are you? All right, let me go back to this here. All right, Chef said a piece of, yeah. Think my Purple Hearts. Jackie, yeah, she's feeling it. And, yes, this happened in your hometown. Yeah, this is very real, Chef, very real. The system is fragile. Yeah, that's what I'm saying with the system. Sometimes you go in here, you know, you go to courts. It's just like one person I know, and she had a situation that she was getting her ass whooped every day from her husband. You know what? He's a cop. How much more she could do? Then she tried to leave him. She was being stalked. It's just a long story, whatever. But he was a cop, and it's like they all stick together. You can't report a cop. What is he going to do? They're not going to arrest their boy. Are you crazy? You know? And their attitude is like, well, hey, keep your mouth shut. Handle your business. Maybe you be a little bit more nicer. Keep your mouth shut. He wouldn't have to hit you. Can you believe that some men actually feel that way? And men talk around each other like that? They say, you going to check your girl? She's a little loud over there. What you going to check her? Because I know my girl got loud. She know I'll knock her ass out. What? This is what we do. Who's teaching you this? You know, men, teach your daughters. Teach your daughters. Don't accept this crap. You know, fathers, you the first men in their life. Tell them. Show them. The first date a daughter should ever have is with her father. Yes, that's right, the father. So he can know how a man is supposed to treat her. I don't understand. You know, if you sitting around these men out here, you sitting around beating on a woman in front of a kid, what do you think? Your daughter's going to go around and get beat too. You know, people just need to just wake up. You know, communication. Talk to your daughters. Teach your men. That's a punk way to do. Alicia. Oh, hey, Alicia. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, they all cowards. Well said. Cowards, cowards, cowards. Trifling cowards. Yeah, I do believe some women do need to get themselves a gun to be protected. Make sure it's registered. Make sure it's legal. You want to do things the right way. Keep notes. You know, trifling. You know, love is not supposed to hurt. It's not supposed to. You know, they sit around here beating you up, walking around here with sunglasses all day, and there's no sun outside because you hiding a black eye, bruises. And then you got some of these sick ones out here that beat the shit out of you, and they get aroused, they get excited, want to have sex with you. Are you kidding me? Sick. I read an article on that one too. Y'all ever watch some of these domestic violence story times on YouTube? Some of the stuff I hear on here is like, you gotta be kidding me. But it happens. And a lot of them get caught up in this situation because they ain't got nowhere to go. Who are they gonna go to? Ain't got no finances. And then some of them think it's actually love. Isn't that the sad part? They actually think. He does love me. He doesn't mean to. He just gets a little upset. He just, you know, it's a little hard for him. You know, work is hard, money is tight, so he doesn't mean to. He just loses his temper. Bullshit! Don't give him excuses. Excuses for what? Excuses to beat your ass again? You gotta be kidding me. Look at these women here. See these pictures right here? I mean, man, how do you want your woman to look like that? Are you kidding me? Aren't you ashamed? Aren't you embarrassed? You don't feel no way? You good with this? This is okay with you? No, it's wrong. You know, nobody should be living their life in fear. You know, killing themselves and killing for what? All right, we all fall in love. You don't want the person's going to leave you. You don't want them to leave. Yeah, love does hurt. You know, I mean, not that kind of way. It does hurt when a person wants to leave you. But just get over it. You can find yourself somebody else. You find yourself somebody else. It's not that hard. You know, get over it. Let the person breathe. Let them go. Why would you want somebody being with you in fear? I don't want nobody staying with me because they scared to leave. Because I'm going to do something to them. That ain't no kind of relationship. Why would you want somebody with you that's scared? Are you sick? You're trifling. I don't like them. I don't like them. Can't stand them. And it's so sad. So many women as we speaking right now is in jail for years. They never coming out. Because they was defending themselves. You're just defending themselves. That's why I said, you know, try to keep a journal. Keep a journal of everything, dates and times and everything. Get an order protection, everything. Make copies of it. Try to get somebody you know they can get the copies of the records. You know, all your birth certificates, your marriage license, everything. You know, just in case, so you can leave information. You know, keep a record of it because all that looks good in the courthouse. You know, have a code word. Like I said, a code word with somebody else. Real love don't. Exactly. It doesn't hurt. Real love doesn't hurt. You're right. Say it again. Real love doesn't hurt. Look at her back. It's not supposed to hurt. Are you kidding me? But like I said, have a code word with your friend and your families. You know, what I'm saying? Because he could be right next to you with a gun, with a knife. Getting ready to beat the crap out of you. Or kill you. Cut you up. Or whatever. Torture you. You know, it's all kind of stuff. There was this thing, it was a couple of years ago, someone told me. I was trying to find the article. I couldn't find it. Man and woman together. She broke up with him. He couldn't take it. You know what he did? He tied her up to a chair and set her on fire. He tied her to a chair, set her on fire, and he sat right there and watched her on fire while you smoking a cigarette. Trifling. Trifling. Straight up trifling. Sat there and smoked a cigarette because she wanted to leave him. So he was like, oh no, we don't do that. You're not leaving me. So he set on fire and sat there and smoked a cigarette. Don't feel no way. I don't know exactly where it's at. I've been trying to find this article. Couldn't find it. I really want to bring this up too. Yeah. Thanks for my Purple Hearts. Yeah. Yeah, but it's, you know, it's just really sad. And as we speak it right now, someone is getting hurt. Being abused. Beat up in front of their kids and stuff. You know? Guys start drinking a little alcohol. He come home, want to beat the shit out of you, and then rape you. That's rape, you know. I don't care if you're married. If you say no, you don't want to have sex, it's rape. Married or non-married. There was a time years ago, if you was married, you said he was raped, they looked at you like you was crazy. Did you say you was raped by your husband? Wait a minute, hold on, that's your husband, right? Yeah, but I said no. I didn't want to. But that's your husband. See, they didn't understand. Rape is rape. Yeah, that is Jackie. That is off the home. Yeah, that's insane. Set her on fire. Because she wanted to leave him. One guy came to the job. She broke up with him. She didn't want to be with him because he was psycho. He was crazy. So he came back to the job. She was working somewhere like a cell phone place, Jackie, or something like that, right? So he came to the job. He was like, all right, come on. You know, I want you back. Come back. She's like, look. I'm going to make up a name. I'm going to say Derek. I don't know their names. I forgot what was. I saw it on some show. It was a true story. I'm going to call him Derek. Derek, I don't want to be with you no more, Derek. Just leave me alone. Really? You serious? I'm going to ask you one more time. No, I don't want to be with you anymore. Just, can you please leave the work? So he had like a Sprite bottle. It was full of acid. And he threw it all in her face. Right there at the workplace. Burned her whole face up. She ran out crying. So he had more acid. He was just throwing it on her. Sick. Trifling. Man, if I ever find out one of my sons out here doing some shit like this, I'm telling you it's going to be on. I will whoop his ass too. I'll be with her, going out there to get order protection, have my son arrested. You kidding me? And men, y'all out here, if you got daughters, teach them. Talk to your daughters. Let them know what type of men they supposed to be dating. Or they're going to meet somebody trifling. Yeah. I think I passed the hour. I think I've been going on for a while and stuff. How long have I been talking? Oh, yeah. It's almost an hour here. Okay. I guess I'm going to wrap it up now. So, anybody have any questions and stuff? And let me read off. So, I don't know. Somebody on this line right now, they could be going through domestic violence. They don't want to say something. But whoever's watching a replay. And the National Domestic Violence Hotline is 1-800-799-7233. 1-800-799-7233. It's free and it's 24 hours. Contact somebody. So if you feel they're being verbally, emotional, hurtful to you, they threatening you, they having explosive episodes, it's time to go. You know, watch out for the sign. Don't give up on dating. You know, if you've been getting your ass whooped by somebody and you've been through it, don't give up. Just learn from it, and you know, just look out for the signs. Ask questions. Watch how they act around people. See if they get too snappy, they get too quick. I know I've been cursing a lot over here, but I don't like when people be cursing a lot. I don't like that. Now, if I'm on a date with somebody, it's been the first date, and he's doing a lot of cursing, I'm gonna worry about it, because the next thing you know, I'm like, oh, he cursing like this, so passionate. Next thing you know, he's gonna be cursing me out. No, no cursing out Donna. All right, let me read this here. I got my Purple Heart. Deception at its worst. Yes, exactly. Oh gosh, I think I missed something. Alicia said cowards. I got that one exactly. Get a gun. That is a fact, Donna. You're kicking the real. Yes, yeah, it is real out here. Forrest said, wow. Hugs and kisses to everybody that's coming in here. Lisa Vibrator, we need to get these CDLs to carry a pistol for protection. Yes, yes. Chef said, right, Donna. Lisa said, real love don't hurt. Exactly. Deception is worse. Jack, I got my purple heart. And Jack said, that is off the chain. Yup, sad. It is true. Have a pap ready. Okay. Oh my gosh. All right. And Chef says, I have never beat a woman and never will. Amen, Chef. And you definitely don't come off that type of dude. You a gentleman. You're a good-hearted person. You seem like the type of person, she start raising her voice, you be like, bring it down a notch. She start raising her voice, you be like, okay, time to go. See, that's what you're supposed to do. I know that's right, she says. Okay, Chef Purple Heart. Look. Oh, I love you too, Chef. Hugs and kisses to you. I love you. I love you, brother. I love you. Pick up the phone and call. Yes, exactly, House of Bling. Pick up the phone and call. Remember numbers. Like, people's numbers. A lot of people don't remember people's numbers because they, with the cell phone. But hide it around the house, little pieces of paper. But try to remember the numbers so you can get some help. Thank you, Jackie Purple Heart. Jackie, you're officially a part of Donna's place. You threw out the Purple Heart. You got the routine going. That's what I'm talking about. So right now I'm going to ready to do a closing prayer because I always do a closing prayer at the end of my live streams. And before I start the closing prayer, does anybody have any questions? Feel free to put them in right now, and I will gladly answer your questions with the best of my ability. And remember, this is Domestic Violence Month. It's just sick. A real man should use his hands to hold his woman, not to hit her. I'm licensed and will use it and believe you won't find it. I wish I could pin that comment. There's a way you can pin people's comments on it, but I don't know how to do it. I will repeat again. House of Bling. I'm licensed and I will use it and believe he won't find it. Amen. Chef Disaster says, I'm a victim. Ooh. Chef said you're a victim. Interesting. Okay. Need to share that story because with your story times and stuff. And I'm going to do a video, Chef, about what men with domestic violence. Because men go through stuff. It's not just women out here. Men too. And I'm trying to find this one story of this man. I can't remember it. It's very, not very good like that, but it was really deep. And boy, and it was sad. Oh gosh, I got emotional off of it too. All right. Thank you for sharing that, Chef. Thank you. All right, House of Bling. Great live, Donna. Thank you, 100. Okay, I guess nobody got no questions here. We're going to get into the prayer at Donna's place. If you hung in here this long, you do not walk out on the prayer. We don't do that at Donna's place. That's just totally wrong. Okay, we cannot disrespect God. It's about him right now. And then afterwards, I will play like 2 songs. If you like, you stay, listen to the songs to unwind and relax. And thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for participating. And like I said, if you know anybody, give them the number. Tell them to go and get some help. Try to talk to them. Try to talk to them. And if anybody's here going through or listen to the replay, get some help. Save your money. Try to get escape. And it's definitely easier if you ain't got no kids. But, it is what it is. All right. I'm steady talking, right? That's how I was going to pray. All right. Our Father in heaven, we love you, God. We adore you with all our hearts. God bless everyone that's in the live stream right now. And God bless everyone that's watching the replay. God, please help the men and women right now as we speak and that's going through domestic violence and that's being abused by their partner that's supposed to love and adore them, but all they do is hurting them. They breaking them down mentally, physically, and financially, and breaking their whole spirits. Help them to build their spirits to find a way that they can escape from this person, that they don't have to deal with this, because love is not supposed to hurt and no one's supposed to be living their life in fear. And the children should not have to witness this and grow up thinking that this is right. And either they'll grow up thinking that they abuse others or they'll let somebody abuse them. So God, please help those women and help those men as we speak and what they're going through. We love you. We adore you with all our hearts. Amen. Can't do nothing without you, Lord. Okay, I'm going to play some 2 songs to unwind a little bit. So if you want to stay and listen to the music. And thank you, everybody, for being here and participating and stuff. And let me go in. And I'm going to do some more, a little bit more of that domestic violence because this is the month and it's serious. And it happens. And you know what? It happens to teenagers, too. So if y'all, watch your teens. Teenagers go through it, too. Okay. I'm going to... Yeah, look at these pictures. Let's look at this. So sad. So sad. All right, I'm gonna find some music to unwind with and relax to.